Game Williams. Two games all.
Venus going to her chair to collect something to hold the beads back, I think, a little better. The beads have been known to fall out, and she forgot one. Get that one, too, right in the front there. She's always messing with them, but it's become a trademark of the Williams sisters. I saw them about a month ago down in Florida without the beads. And
Didn't recognize them.
Not a bit.
Love 15.
Martina Hingis. She was just 16 years and 3 months old when she won the Australian Open title 12 months ago.
Great catch.
15 all.
Any higher, it could have been dangerous. It could have gone up and over, sitting in the back row of the Western stand. Never a dull moment when Venus plays with all these miss hits going up in the stands.
30-15.
Well, I'd say something that Venus Williams needs to work on is making sure she gets the returns back in play. A couple of not great serves. She should get them in play.
What a thriller! What a thriller!
Couple of tired teams. They're pretty winded now. This rally went on and on and on. It looked like Hingis was going to win it early, but there she finally comes up with a forehand down the line. Neither player wants to play quite yet.
I don't blame them.
Heart rate would be up there, probably 200 beats a minute. Venus is saying, glad she missed that serve. Gives me another 8 or 10 seconds.
Game Hingis.
Looking good, Martina Hingis. It's 3-2 in the first set.
Hingis leads 3 games to 2.
It's over. I've got no room in my life for you anymore.
Light rain falling here at Challenge Stadium in Perth with a great morning for Australia. Susie O'Neill and Julia Greville have qualified for tonight's final of the women's 200 metres freestyle. Then a fighting performance by Trent Steed in his heat of the 400 metres medley.
Coming back, he was breathing on the wrong side going down. He's looking across now and he's going to throw the challenge back at Myden.
Myden by 3/4 of a body length. Steed is trying to go with him. Across in lane 6, Kangasa of Japan would be third. And dropping back is Stephen Brown. But look at Myden. He's out by a body length now. It's been a powerful performance in freestyle. He comes in to win. Steed will get second. And in third place, Kangasa.
Yes, a great performance by Trent. He swam a personal best in this heat. Well, Heat 4 with Matt Dunn coming up shortly. We'll wrap up all the heats at 5 p.m. and have the swimming finals live and exclusive at 8:30. Now back to the Adidas International.
Venus Williams serving in this fifth game, winning the opening point. 3-2 the score in favour of Martina Hingis.
Both players with 10 unforced errors so far.
Net.
That last point was Hingis's 10th unforced error.
Venus's must be a bit more spectacular. They just loom larger in my mind.
That's the guy in row 12.
all.
great play.
Once again, Venus going to the chair, but she closed so nicely there. She came in on the approach shot and just headed for the net. Hingis giving a little smile over in Venus's direction as a pause is taking place. But watch here the approach shot on the forehand. It goes cross-court, which is a bit dangerous because it leaves the line, but simple little volley, nothing extra, made sure of it. You should see if she gets the occasion to have to go back for a smash. It's beautiful. She's got great coordination, terrific jumping ability.
Next, second serve. Forty, 15.
That makes it 3 games all.
Well, it was such a spectacular point in the 5th game of this first set, and you're going to see an occasion where Venus Williams will have an opportunity to come to net on a floater, and she doesn't always take advantage of the floaters the way Hingis does. You see right here, great reach. Hingis coming in for the floater. Venus now. There's the one. She should be moving forward on that one. And instead of waiting for it to bounce, she gives Hingis now time to get back into the point, and it goes on and on until Hingis is able to hit the forehand winner down the line right there.
Back live now.
Love 15.
And Hingis finding the net. Love 15 on her serve at 3 games all.
But it's something Hingis does so well, take advantage of the floating ball. She did it from the very beginning when she was 15 years of age.
15 all.
And I think more and more of the young players, having seen Hingis do it so successfully now the last couple of years, they're starting to realize they need to move forward to take advantage of the floating ball.
Wonderful ease, just rolled it cross court.
Well, anytime you can hit a ground stroke in the service box corner, you figure it's going to be a winner. Look at that. Now that floater went long, and Venus Williams won the point anyway, but that's an example. She had Hingis in trouble. Hingis floated it. Where was Venus? Kind of backing up. Where would Hingis have been?
Forward.
Hingis would have been moving forward.
Well, I guess there are some things that some players do instinctively and others have to learn them. It's the hard way.
Right, and you can learn to change certain things, but and it's great if you can do it when you're still a teenager, and Venus Williams is still young enough to be able to change some of the subtleties and take advantage of her great reach and her powerful ground strokes.
Game Hingis. Key balls, please.
Over the baseline, game to Hingis, 4-3, still on serve.
Hingis leads 4 games to 3.
Sell Out at White City just about today for these fantastic matches. Pat Rafter, of course, to come against fellow Aussie Todd Woodbridge and Leighton Hewitt later in the day.
New balls.
Lowest ranked player ever to win a major ATP Tour title.
And the third youngest. Now there's an example of when Venus did move in and take the high ball from Hingis and made it a little interesting there. Hingis gets this one back. It probably was going to go wide, I would say. Made sure of it.
What a volley right off the hip.
Venus was like saying, come on at me with it. Come on at me. I'm ready. And Hingis could not resist the challenge. And here is the challenge. A good return on the barely getting to the volley. And look at that. Just great reflexes. That was like a double situation. Venus Williams has won 4 points up at net. Hingis surprisingly only 1. That was that great forehand volley. There again, you see the spectacular play followed up by the unforced error. These are the things that, as Venus Williams gets older, she'll start to, it'll weigh heavier on the side of the winners in the great play.
Well, 40-15. It's a percentage game, and that's where the percentages are built, isn't it? On those kinds of points, cutting out those errors.
The first double fault of the match from either player.
Cheers.
Well, 3 of the last 4 points decided from unforced errors from Venus Williams, and just like in her opening service game when she was up 40-15, it's back to deuce. This is danger time. Hingis up 4-3 first set.
Advantage Hingis.
This is the first opportunity.
Net first serve.
Oh, lovely.
Well, a great play, a clutch moment down to break point after you've led 40-15. You know, if you lose this point, opponent will be serving for the first set and just cracks this backhand down the line. This game's an awful lot like the second game of the match when Venus Williams up 40-15, then faced a break point, but still won the game. Uh-oh.
Advantage Hingis.
Second time in this game.
Yes, what a time.
Both times on the deuce side.
Game Hingis.
That's the first break. 5-3 for Hingis. Ball didn't come quite cleanly off the racket from her on a couple of
Hingis
occasions
leads
in that
5 games
exchange.
to 3.
And Hingis gave a bit of a glare down at a baseline call midway through that point, but she kept her concentration. And disappointing game for Venus Williams, up 40-15, looking to level the first set at 4-all instead now, serving for the first set.
Love 15.
Her first double fault.
Well, and everything coming in the last two games. Venus Williams with 2 double faults. There hadn't been any in the first 7 games of the match.
That backhand down the line is a pretty good shot for Williams, isn't it?
I'll tell you, 10 years ago, there were not that many
Love
good
13.
backhand down the lines. This has been the most improved shot in women's tennis. And it's just such a tough one because the two-hander also goes well cross-court.
15-30.
Well, it's the natural shot, the cross-court one for the two-handed backhand, isn't it?
Well, now another game where Venus Williams has a lead, up love 30 on the Hingis serve, and now back to 30-all. Start to see why someone's #1 in the world, because they win a lot of the games when they're down.
And pretty much of the time they don't win by hitting outright winners. They win by keeping the ball in play and capitalizing on the other mistakes.
Oh, and that point was a perfect example. Williams climbed on top with a great return of serve. Hingis barely got there, but Williams did not move forward.
Here we go. Set point. Second serve, though. Ooh.
Juice.
Wow, it's very seldom you see Hingis serve a couple of double faults in a game. She served the first point of this game, a double fault. This is the tougher side, looking into the sun.